Hello everybody, SlimKirby here. Welcome back to the Sonic Adventure 2 playthrough. Last time we finished up the hero story and, well, as you probably figured, I think it's time we move on to the dark story. But before we do, there is one little thing I want to show off here. We're actually going to go to Options, and we're going to go to this little screen right here, the menu screen. Basically, you can select a couple of different themes. You have this very basic one, and you pretty much have a theme for every single character. And there are some bonus ones you can get as well, but I'll talk about those later. Since we are doing the dark side, just for fun, let's make let's make Eggman our theme for this. And then, as you can see in the background there, yeah, we have Eggman just kind of chilling there. And whenever you go through like the main menu options, you'll hear Eggman's voice instead of the generic lady that normally talks to you. So that's pretty much what this does. But yeah, figured I'd add something special for this particular recording session. So yeah, let's actually go back to the one-player mode. We have some other options as well. These are some of the modes we unlocked throughout the playthrough. We have Stage Select, which, as you might expect, it just allows you to play the stages that you've unlocked, and you can also see your rankings for all those levels. So many levels we'll have to redo later, but there's also a couple of other levels I won't have to redo at all, so, you know, that is kind of nice, and of course we can start working on the additional missions if you want. As I've been saying throughout the playthrough, I'll get to the second, third, fourth, and last missions later on when I move to the stream portion of the playthrough. And I'll talk more about that stuff when it becomes relevant. I'm not going to worry about that right now. But as I've said before, this is going to be a 180 emblem playthrough, so I am going to be trying to get everything, if that wasn't clear. And that will also include the Chow stuff as well. But once again, I'll get to that a bit later, so I'll essentially cover all that stuff after I finish the main playthrough, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's pretty much all I want to say about that. Kart Race is the kart racing mode I mentioned earlier, and Boss is the boss time attack, which we unlocked after we beat the hero side. And that's pretty much it, so let's go ahead and go to the story mode now.
Select a story.
And we're going to be moving on to the dark story. I guess one other thing, if you do want to go back to hero mode story, you can actually kind of choose certain parts of the story to start in. So if there are some early levels you don't want to play through again, you can skip those. Or you can just go to, you know, the very beginning, play to a certain point and stop, which is something I used to do a lot when I was younger. It's basically just like a giant DVD menu chapter select is pretty much what this is. So yeah, once you beat the hero mode story, you get this DVD menu, and the same thing will happen with dark story. But no more delays, let's actually get this going. We're going to see the dark side of Sonic Adventure 2. Let's get into it.
Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Security breach at Gate 3. Intruder has been located in the north quadrant and is moving in the direction of the underground base. All units prepare to engage. Emergency battle formations. Standard battle procedures initiated. Located and stop intruder from entering secure area. This is not a drill. Repeat, this is not a drill.
That's all. Let's take a look at what my grandfather was working on. A top secret military weapon. The military shut down the research because they did.
Okay, so we immediately start with a mech stage, although I guess it kind of makes sense, because I feel like Eggman is supposed to be the focus of the dark side story. And yeah, we have Iron Gate. Iron Gate, I feel like, is very, very similar to what ultimately becomes Prison Lane in Tails' or in the hero side story for Tails. There are some differences. Obviously, we have those gates you have to blow down, which I don't think Tails had any of those. But for the most part, I feel like the level itself is pretty similar. Although, when you look at the actual map, both this level and Prison Lane are right next to each other on the stage select. So, you know, I guess we're probably technically in the same exact military facility, just in different parts, I guess. So yeah, I guess it kind of makes sense that these levels are really, really similar. But still, like again, it does kind of, you know, show that, at least for the mech stages anyway, yeah, pretty similar. Although I feel like there are some instances of the treasure hunting stages being like eerily similar as well. And then there's also the final speed stages, but we'll kind of, course, get to that later. Unfortunately, I missed the gold beetle, which is not good. It shouldn't be too hard. This stage is honestly not too hard to A rank, but to be fair, I feel like the same could be said about Prison Lane, and I royally screwed that up, so I really have no place to be saying what's easy and what's not. Oh well, it is what it is. You know, sometimes you just kind of like, you know, get unlucky and stuff of that nature. I mean, especially with the mech stages, which, you know, sometimes I find that when I'm like trying to lock on to multiple enemies, I'll like go ahead and shoot like that one little pellet that went by the screen just there, and that'll kill one of the enemies I'm trying to lock on to. And it happens more than you want it to. So, you know, that kind of stuff just kind of happens. Like, you know, missing one really good combo or screwing up one combo, you know, sometimes can mean the difference between A ranking a stage and not, unfortunately. But that's the way it is. That's the Sonic Adventure 2 grind for you. Also, yeah, quick shout out to Some Call Me Johnny, who's currently doing a 180 emblem stream playthrough of Sonic Adventure 2. And it's funny because, you know, about a year ago, he did his Sonic Adventure 1 130 emblems playthrough right after I finished my Sonic Adventure playthrough, and I had planned to do the same exact thing, basically just streaming all the emblems and stuff, and then, you know, recording them on my YouTube channel. So once again, we're doing pretty much the same exact thing at the same exact time. I guess the one difference is I guess he kind of got the jump on me this time, since he started like at the very beginning of the year, and I started this like in April. So, you know, he was a little faster this time. So it's even, buddy. It's even. Nah, I don't care. I like it. It really doesn't bother me at all when two people are playing the same exact game, because sometimes, you know, you don't really have any control over what game you're feeling at the right time, so it's not a big deal whatsoever. I did find it pretty humorous, though, that we were playing the same exact game once again. And there we go, there's the A rank.
I know why I am the best. So this is the military's top secret weapon. It's a lot smaller than I expected. Enter user data. Enter password. Password is Maria. Maria. Now all I have to do is to place the Chaos Emerald into this console. Are you trying to spoil my plans again? Wait a minute. You're not Sonic. This is impossible.
My name is Shadow. Since you were so kind to release me, my master, I will grant you one wish.
Now what?
Behold the true power I possess.
So much like in Hero's side story, we have another guard robot to defeat. Although it's kind of weird. This is the first Shadow gameplay in the game. Also, if it wasn't obvious, lives carry over from one playthrough to the next, so that's why I have 16 lives already. That wasn't obvious. But yeah, this is, I think it's called Hot Shot, is what this guy's called. He's, I think, a little harder than what Bigfoot was with the Sonic's boss fight. Just because he, like, it's hard to hit him, and also he doesn't have the novelty of, or, well, Shadow doesn't have the novelty of using the bounce bracelet, which, I mean, I guess Sonic couldn't either when we first fought him. But, either way, this guy doesn't really, like, he doesn't take a break as much as what Bigfoot did. So, you know, it'll take a little longer to defeat this boss. But again, you use the same exact strategy to beat him. Just jump and hit him when he zooms by you. Then he stops and he does this, so you have to wait for this to happen. I feel like you can actually hit him when he's doing this attack. But I just don't think I got the right angle or the right, you know, hitbox in or whatever. But man, when I first played this game, like, I started with the dark side story first, because they're like, okay, let's play as the bad guys, and then we'll play as the heroes. And, this was really weird, being my first 3D Sonic gameplay as Shadow in this one boss fight, because I started with the dark side story first. Oh well. Kinda funny. But there we go. Hotshot has taken his last shot, I guess you could say.
Destroying that guard robot was spectacular! So, Shadow, you are the military's top secret weapon. But what did you mean when you said you will grant me a wish?
Bring more Chaos Emeralds.
Shadow, wait!
I'll be waiting for you in the central control room on the Space Colony Ark.
Ark.
Also, this cutscene is exactly the same.
Just let it go. You just don't know when to give up, do you?
What are you talking about? That emerald's mine. You got that? The Master Emerald contains special powers that neutralize the energy of the Chaos Emeralds. That makes it very powerful.
What the?
Look who's calling who a thief.
I came here following the signal from the Emerald. If I'm not mistaken, this is the Master Emerald, is it not?
Dr. Eggman.
So that's Dr. Eggman.
Well, I guess I can use it for something. I'll just take it with me. Farewell, Knucklehead.
Not if I can help it.
What was that all about? And look what you did to my emerald.
I did that to prevent the Master Emerald from being stolen, you idiot. If it's in pieces, I can restore it. And by the way, that's not your emerald.
Doesn't matter. I'll look into it once I get back to the base.
I despise anyone who takes jewels from me. All the world gems are mine to keep.
Yeah, we'll see about that, Batgirl.
So yeah, same exact cutscene with the only difference being Rouge's theme music instead of Knuckles. So yeah, this is Dry Lagoon. This level is very similar to Knuckles' level with one key difference. And that's you have to actually, like, save this turtle at the very beginning. And once you do that, you can get access to the other area. Honestly, I would approach this level in much the same way that you'd approach Knuckles' first level. Just kind of scan this first area. If you don't get any blips on the radar, then move to the second area, and then just kind of, you know, scan the areas as thoroughly and as quickly as possible, just so you can get back to emerald hunting. So, let's see. Okay, so the emerald's in the water. I hope it's not in the secondary area in the water. That's the one kind of... Okay, no, it's around here. There it is. Okay. There's the first one. Now we're going to jump out. I have a feeling it's going to have me go back to the previous area. to get the next emerald. So, okay, no blip over here. So it's probably not over there. We get a blip over here. Nope, it is back in the first. Wait, hold on. I saw that. There's an emerald right here. Okay, so that's the third emerald, which means the second one's going to be in the first area, which honestly, not too bad. You really want to get, you really want to have luck like that when you're collecting these emeralds, especially if you find one of the other emeralds before you find the one that the emerald or the radar wants you to find, because I want to say that's an automatic perfect. I think that's what someone in the comments was actually saying in the one of the previous videos. And I wasn't sure that actually mattered, but it seems like it really does. Like, that does really help if you find an emerald before other ones. So, definitely be on the lookout, and if you see that, definitely collect it. Oh, there it is. Okay. And yeah, that should be an A rank. I mean, I know I missed Wild Canyon's A rank, but considering that was all perfects, I think we got it. Yeah, that's definitely A rank.
How is that?
And there we go. That's our first gameplay with Rouge. Only at 2 minutes. So I guess we're going to go ahead and move on to the next stage now. And now we're at the third level, Sand Ocean, another Eggman stage.
Those idiots will never find my hidden base inside this pyramid. Let's take care of business here first, then get inside.
Okay, so I guess you could say this is kind of similar to, I guess, the hidden base level from, you know, Tails' or from the Hero story. But honestly, for being only the third stage, I actually find this level harder than hidden base. Especially to A rank. The A rank requirement for this level is very, very tight. It is very, very tight. In fact, I doubt I'll actually even get it in this particular run. Just because I don't have the hover yet, and the hover definitely makes the A rank a lot easier to get. In fact, I don't want to say it's impossible to A rank this without the hover, but you know, the hover definitely helps, especially with the time bonus, because you can kind of skip a lot of the little nuances of this level by having the hover. Because there's a lot of waiting around you have to do, and the more you minimize that, the faster it'll be for you. But we'll see. I won't give up. You know, I'll still try to put a solid effort in, but this is definitely one that I feel like I'll probably have to A rank later on in the playthrough. But yeah, a lot of waiting around is what's going to happen. Like with hover, I could probably skip over there, like, easily, but I don't feel comfortable doing that with no hover. And I want to say, like, the A rank requirements are like 25,000. It's either 25,000 or 26,000, which, I mean, we're up to 9,000 already, which is, you know, pretty solid considering. But again, it just feels so weird to move without the hover. This is why you don't introduce upgrades that make the base version of the gameplay feel weird. Because you're going to be yearning for those upgrades all the frickin' time. And I get it, though. It's standard game progression. And when you get to the time trial, which is generally the fourth mission, like, the time requirement's pretty strict for this level, too. So yeah, this is a level that's just really intended to be cleared fast. And unfortunately, we just do not have a lot of tools to clear this level fast right now. See, I accidentally shot that guy. I think that's definitely going to cost me. Oh, shoot. Well, thankfully that was just one enemy, and, like, there wasn't another lock-on. Because if I was locked on to multiple enemies and then I got hit right there, I would have not gotten a combo for it. But I think just a normal enemy hit should still count, so... No! Damn it! I forgot that platform moved. And what sucks is I have to go back a bit further too, because there was like a checkpoint right there. So yeah, that's just really annoying. Really annoying, really unfortunate. So yeah, I guess we'll never know if I would have actually gotten A rank with that run or not. Anyway. You see, if I had the hover, that wouldn't have been a problem. Because I'd just like jump and hover to like the further platform. Yeah, I'll stop complaining. I'll stop complaining because apparently people get annoyed when I complain too much. Also, I never really explained this much, but as far as like the mechs are concerned, unlike Sonic and Shadow and Knuckles and Rouge, as you may have noticed, there's a health bar for Knuckles and Tails. They don't really depend on rings. Although, I think if you have, like, 0 rings, like, you'll take more damage from, like, getting hit. So rings are still important. And the rings can also, like, heal you, too. They don't heal you much, but they definitely, like, add a little bit to the health bar each time you pick up a ring. So, you know, you definitely still want to collect rings and stuff while you're doing this. And they also, you know, add to your score as well, so you definitely want to pick them up for that reason, too. But yeah, like, they're not dependent on rings for their health as strictly as other characters are, basically. So yeah, I don't think I actually mentioned that before, so it was worth mentioning that now. Because I think that, like in Sonic Adventure 1 with Gamma, Gamma did pretty much work the way like Sonic normally works with, you know, getting, if you have 0 rings and you get hit, you're dead. But the mechs in this game do not function in that format. It really does suck, because I was actually pretty close to the end of the level, too. But, whatever. Sometimes there are things you just can't control. And that is Sand Ocean. Not a really huge fan of this level, though. Just kind of boring. And, again,
That was too close.
really, really annoying to A rank. So let's actually get some cutscenes here.
With the Chaos Emerald in the Space Colony Ark. I've got to find out just what's going on up there.
We interrupt this broadcast for an important news flash. There has been a break-in at the Federal Reserve Bank today. Mysteriously, the only thing that was
Chaos
stolen was the
Emerald?
Chaos Emerald. According to eyewitnesses at the scene, the suspect was identified as the world-renowned hero, Sonic the Hedgehog. The suspect was seen fleeing the scene, destroying the reserve's guard robots in his path. Stay tuned for
Sounds
more
more
details.
like the work of Shadow.
How pathetic.
Find them before they escape!
Shadow, I beg of you, please do it
Maria!
for me. For all the people on that planet. Sayonara, Shadow the Hedgehog.
I still remember what I promised you. For the people of this planet, I promise you. Revenge!
Revenge? That doesn't sound right. I'm going to go ahead and probably stop this video here, though. So we'll take a look at this Radical Highway next time. But this has been SlimKirby. This has been Sonic Adventure 2, Dark Side Story. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you guys next time when we find out what exactly is going to be happening with the rest of the Dark Team. Later, folks.